Your heart needs to be strong to keep up. Flora, for a strong heart today. Flora has a long history of creating healthy, great-tasting spreads. Odell Sheikh, Flora's brand manager, explains their new offering, Flora Buttery.
What was the ultimate objective of launching Flora Buttery?
Our consumer research indicated that South Africans love the taste of butter, but they're aware that it's high in saturated fat, which causes a raised cholesterol level and thus increases their risk of heart disease. So they're concerned whether it's good for their health as well as their families.
What are some of the health benefits of Flora Buttery?
First and foremost, it has 70% less saturated fat than butter. It's low in salt, therefore it's endorsed by the Heart and Stroke Foundation like the rest of the Flora range. It's high in omega-3 and 6, and it contains buttermilk to give it that creamy, buttery taste.
Can I use Flora Buttery for all different types of cooking methods?
Absolutely. Aside from being great on your sandwiches, it's good for baked potatoes, sauteing, sauces, grilling and roasting, and not forgetting baking and desserts, as well as South Africa's favorite braai bread.
And that is what I'm going to go and test out right now.
A simple braai bread recipe can easily be adapted. Include sweet corn for a rustic vegetarian option, or use biltong powder and thyme for a meatier flavor.
First things first, let's make our dough. We're going to sieve our 4 cups times 2 of flour into your mixing bowl. Cool. Add our sugar, our salt, and then our yeast. Now we add 80 grams of Flora Buttery. Now the key to make sure that the dough works out just perfectly is to lightly rub together the dry ingredients together with the buttery. Now to add parmesan, a little bit of black pepper, okay, our chopped garlic, chopped thyme. Mix this together nice and smooth. And now I'm going to separate this dough into 2 separate doughs. Now to one bowl I'm going to add parmesan shavings and the other I'm going to add the corn. To each separate mixture, let's add 1.5 cups of lukewarm water. Okay, now you need to flour your surface. I'll tell you what, this is delicious but messy business. Well worth it though. Let's start with the rustic cornbread first. This is called knocking it back, and you've got to be quite rough, so it's a good 2 to 3 minutes, and it really is just getting the yeast to do its job. Okay, look at that, all done. Now I want you to place it back into your bowl, cover it with cling film and leave for 30 minutes to rise. All right, it's been half an hour, and as you can see, the doughs have both increased in size by about 50%. So before we place them into the tray or onto the tin, we need to knock it back one last time. Now I'm going to create little mini buns. So I made little buns with the rustic cornbread and with the rustic biltong bread. I'm placing it literally very rustic-like inside a bread loaf. Now time to place in the oven at 180 degrees Celsius. Just keep your eye on the buns because they're going to take less time to cook than in a full loaf.
Besides being delicious, Flora Buttery contains omega-3 and 6 essential fatty acids that can't be made by the body but help maintain a healthy cholesterol level. The endorsement from the Heart and Stroke Foundation guarantees this product is good for you and your heart.
Wow, this looks absolutely incredible, and I made it. That's the best thing. All right, let me just turn this out into a board. Wow. Oh, it's so beautiful. So we're going to slice it up, nice and hot. I mean, there is really nothing nicer than fresh, hot bread. Now all we need is the star of the show, some Flora Buttery. Love that it's got no trans fats. It's got 70% less saturated fat than butter. It tastes very similar to butter. It's creamy and it's got very low salt. So it's a real win. I want to try the veggie option. Absolutely amazing. What I love about this recipe is that it's so quick and easy. And what I love about Flora Buttery is that it's not only tasty, but it's good for you as well.
Your heart needs to be strong to keep up. Flora, for a strong heart today.